intervention into the markets, the more distortions. This is playing with fire, and when you play with fire, you get burned. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today is all about the Fed. We had the meeting, we had the statement. I'm going to go through it all. I'm going to condense it down. We're going to talk about all the important issues today. I watched the entire thing. It was hilarious to see the way that Jerome Powell had to deflect all of these questions that were being fired off at him. It was fantastic to see it happen live. I'm sure you already know what happened, but I wanted to look into some of the intricacies here and give you some updates on some information that I do believe is important. So let's get it. It was very good for the day. What triggered this, you ask? Well, it was exactly when Jerome Powell started talking about QE4. He didn't name QE4. He didn't say that he would do QE4 for sure, but he suggested that the Federal Reserve would in fact do whatever it takes and they would expand the balance sheet as required. I'll give you the exact quote in just a second, but that is extremely bullish for the markets. They love to hear that one, and you can see the direct about that. Nothing special here. That was the expectation for the day. But the reason I show you this is that I want you to see it directly from the source itself. If you didn't watch the meeting, if you didn't see the statement that was provided, I give you that direct here. I'm going to show you some quotes that Jerome Powell said because it's important to see the way that he reacts to the questions that are being asked of. Stand-up comedians should use the U3 unemployment rate as part of their material, and they would get a few laughs, at least from me. Okay, check this out. There are 28.8 million small businesses in the United States, and they have 56.8 million employees. Small businesses, defined as businesses with fewer than 500 employees, account for 99.7% of all businesses in the United States. This gives you a breakdown of how that looks. Think about that for a second here. Of all the business, not the total amount of employees, but I'm talking about the actual total amount of businesses today.